Gary, voice of the Storm Dome, Thurston Clary.
With the Francis Marion Patriots taking on our Georgia Southwestern State University Hurricanes. First, the lineup for Francis Marion. 6-foot junior from Columbia, South Carolina. Number 2, Dietrich Browning. 5'6" freshman from Beach Island, South Carolina. Number 3, Jaquez Smith. 6'6" junior from Mount Vernon, New York. Number 22, Judah Alexander. 6'6" junior from Bowling Springs, South Carolina. Number 32, Daniel Bridges. And 6'8" senior from Mullins, South Carolina. Number 40, Kenneth Jackson. Assistant coaches Ryan Morley and LaRon Parks. And the head coach in his 11th season, Gary Edwards.
Hello, I'm Mark Cobb, President and CEO of Magnetic Mountain Center, a GSW graduate and proud supporter of Hurricane Athletics. Now let's meet our starting five.
And thank you, Mark. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Number 21, Devin Watson. At center, a 6'8" junior from Sally, South Carolina. Number 15, Rakeem Hicks. At guard, a 6'1" senior from Graceville, Florida. Number 1, Cameron Dozier. At guard, a 6'10" senior from Radcliffe, Kentucky. Number 2, Brandon Price. And at forward, a 6'6" senior from Orange Park, Florida. Number 25, Jordan Banks. The head coach in his first season, Ben Hicks. Santa not only delivers gifts, he also delivers the Georgia Southwestern State University official basketball this evening to the referee. Do your job, Santa.
Well, Santa Claus making an appearance here at the Storm Dome today as he gives the official the game ball. For Francis Marion, it's Dietrich Browning, who, by the way, is one of the best players in the Peach Belt Conference. Dietrich Browning, Jaquez Smith, Judah Alexander, Daniel Bridges, and Kenneth Jackson start for Francis Marion. For GSW, Cameron Dozier, Brandon Price, Rakeem Hicks making his Hurricane debut, Devin Watson, and Jordan Banks. Hurricanes in the home white uniforms, Francis Marion solid red. The opening tip controlled by Jordan Banks and Georgia Southwestern. Francis Marion comes out playing man defense. Brandon Price on the high post to Rakeem Hicks. Rakeem will drive, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Francis Marion. I mentioned Rakeem making his Hurricane debut. Because of transfer rules, Rakeem just became eligible at the end of the fall semester. Hicks, 6'8", a junior from Sally, South Carolina. Dozier, right side Watson, back to Cam. Dozier from the parking lot's good. Good start for the Hurricanes. Cameron Dozier knocks down a long three-pointer. And the Hurricanes draw first blood. GSW on defense for the first time. We're playing what looks like kind of a matchup zone. That three-pointer is good by Dietrich Browning. I told you he could play. So each team with a three-pointer to start the game. This is going to be a good one, I believe. Hicks is a transfer from Southeast Community College. Watson open for three, right corner, it's good. So the Hurricanes knock down a pair of threes on our first two possessions. This may be a shootout. Gary Edwards' teams have always gotten up and down the floor. Now they go inside. Watson knocks it away, but the officials will call a foul. So the first foul of the basketball game is against Southwestern's Devin Watson. The Hurricanes came in averaging 67 points a game. They score, Francis Marion scores 78 a game. We score 67. Baseline jumper is good by Kenneth Jackson. Is anybody going to miss a shot today? 6-5. Both of our baskets have been three-pointers. They've got a 3 and a 2. Dozier in the front court. He and Brandon Price play catch. We roll it down to Jordan Banks, I should say, and Banks is fouled. Foul is on Kenneth Jackson, Francis Marion. 6-5, Hurricanes lead by 1. I mentioned we score 67 a game. They score 78. That three's good by Cameron Dozier. Dozier off to a great start. He's got 2 threes already. All 3 Hurricane baskets have been three-pointers. And Canes lead 9-5. And a whistle and a foul on Southwestern. I think Rakeem Hicks just got his first foul as a Hurricane. And now for Southwestern, Cameron Clayton checks in. Clayton also making his Hurricane debut. Little jump hook off the inbounds play, no good by Kenneth Jackson. That's the first miss by either team, I think. And Cameron Dozier walks it down for Southwestern. Price left sideline. Clayton sets a pick. Crossover dribble. BP gets the shot off, missed it, but they foul him. Second foul on the Patriots. It stops the game clock with 17 and a half to play in the first half. Gary Edwards in his 11th year at the helm for Francis Marion. Also serves Francis Marion as an associate athletic director. Brandon Price takes aim. BP's free throw is good. For Southwestern, Darius McGuy will make his Hurricane debut. So 3 guys got eligible after fall semester, playing for the first time for Coach Ben Higgs. Price's second free throw is also good. 11-5, Hurricanes by 6. Top of the key, the 3 is no good by Jackson. Clayton rebounds for Southwestern. Brandon Price will penetrate. He'll lose the handle. Now a breakaway for Francis Marion, and Warren Speck lays it in for the Patriots. So the Hurricanes turnover hurts. They get an easy basket. Clayton's 3 ball is no good. Alexander rebounds for Francis Marion. Patriots want to push. They always do. Air ball by Browning, but on the rebound, a whistle and a foul on Southwestern, it looks like. That'll be the 3rd Hurricane foul. It stops the game clock with 16 minutes and 48 seconds to play in the first half. I hope Michael Hawkins and all of the athletic staff at Francis Marion watching this afternoon. They do such a great job over in Florence, South Carolina. Michael, another associate athletic director in charge of sports communications for Francis Marion. Second free throw by Jackson is good. I remember my first trip to Francis Marion. I came back and told Randolph Barksdale and Mike Leader what a great job they do at Francis Marion. They really do things first class over there. I've always felt like Francis Marion and the University of South Carolina, Aiken, probably do the best job of anyone in the Peach Belt. Watson on the drive, pulls up, buries the short jumper, and the Hurricanes lead by 4, 13-9. Guess what? Francis Marion wants to run, and GSW fouls Jaquez Smith as he drives to the basket. That stops the clock with 16:30 left. That's already the second foul on Cameron Clayton. So Clayton's played about 2 minutes and is averaging a foul per minute. The free throw on the way is no good. by Jaquez Smith. Clayton will have to leave, and Rakeem Hicks is back in for Southwestern. Georgia Southwestern 13, Francis Marion 9. Both teams off to a fast start. Second free throw also no good by Smith. And the Hurricanes rebound. Here comes Cameron Dozier in the front court. Cam passes left side to Price. Looked like Francis Marion came out in the zone. Now Gary Edwards telling his team to match up. Price works on Browning. Brandon drives. The runner's no good. The follow is no good by big Rakeem Hicks. Francis Marion now quickly from left to right. That's a travel. Browning took a step before the dribble hit the floor, and that turnover gives the basketball to Southwestern. It's been fun so far. The under-16 media timeout. 15:59 to play in the first half. With your score, Georgia Southwestern 13, Francis Marion 9. Hurricanes on top by 4. We're back in 60 on 94 Sports. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball. As the Hurricanes
foul on Jaquez Smith.
Hit the ball in the front court.
Second
Jaquez
personal.
Smith.
Third team foul.
Picks up the foul. Hurricanes put the ball in play. Good guys on top, 13-9. Watson, McGuy, Dozier, Cam from the right corners. Good. Cameron Dozier, 3 for 3 from downtown, and the Hurricanes go up 7. Glad to have my biggest fan, Daniel Simpson, listening over in Birmingham, Alabama. His mother, my daughter, Heather Burgess Simpson, got her specialist degree from the University of Alabama, Birmingham today. Daniel says, go Canes. Top of the key, the 3 is good by Nigel Holly. By the way, Daniel Simpson will make an appearance here Monday afternoon as the Hurricanes host the University of North Carolina, Pembroke. McGuy screens for Watson. Now Cameron Dozier in front of their bench. We post up big Rakeem Hicks. Turnaround jumper is good. Rakeem Hicks, first basket as a Hurricane. Rakeem 6'8", a junior from Sally, South Carolina, and I think they're going to call a foul on Darius McGuy of Georgia Southwestern. McGuy also making his first appearance. McGuy 6'4", a junior from Memphis, Tennessee. McGuy came from Shawnee Community College. Rakeem Hicks from Southeast Community College. And Francis Marion will put the ball in play from the baseline in their front court. They run a nice inbounds play, and they get an open jumper. It's a long two-pointer by Josh Council. Council just in front of the three-point stripe. Buries the long two-point jumper. Francis Marion within 3. It's 18-15. Price thought about it, now gives it up to Dozier. Cam penetrates out to Watson. Devin for 3, he's good. Hurricanes are shooting the lights out. I'm not real sure why the officials blew the whistle and stopped the clock momentarily. Are they going to say that's a two-pointer, it looks like? Okay. Maybe that's why they blew the whistle, to Let the official know. I guess Devin Watson's foot was on the three-point strike. Now they're going to talk about it again. Still some discussion. I didn't think with the naked eye there was any question about it being a three, but I guess Devin Watson's foot was on the line. Only thing I can figure. Anyway, when it's all said and done, the Hurricanes lead by 7, 21-14. Speck right sideline. They go inside. Nice move, but they blow the layup. Judah Alexander unable to finish. And I'm guessing there may be a problem with the shot clock. That's why they stopped at that time. They put 27 on the 30-second shot clock and give us the ball and allow us to play now. Price right sideline. Fakes right, goes left. Gets a pick from McGuy. Now Cameron Dozier with 10 seconds to shoot. Brandon Price for three. BP's good. Hurricanes have made 5 3-pointers already, and Coach Gary Edwards, Francis Marion, kind of feels the momentum heavily in GSW. .13 minutes and 47 seconds to play in the first half. Georgia Southwestern with a 10-point advantage. Francis Marion now with the basketball. Browning averaging 20.5 points a game, throws it away. Stolen by Watson. In front, Dozier. Cam lays it in. The official raised his hand. He started to call a foul, then changed his mind. Probably a good no call, but it was kind of funny to see him raise his hand and not blow the whistle. Hurricanes get another steal. Francis Marion turns the ball over. Southwestern leads by a dozen. Georgia Southwestern 26, Francis Marion 14. We set a pick for Dozier, little pick and roll. The shot by Rakeem Hicks is no good. Rakeem got to the basket but couldn't finish, and Francis Marion now going from left to right. Cam Dozier knocks it away. Tevin Wise checks in for the first time this afternoon. Tevin's a 6'2 junior from Gadsden, Alabama. And Jordan Banks is going to return. Rakeem Hicks out. Cameron Clayton checks in. Cameron picked up 2 quick fouls in about 2 minutes of play the first time he came in. So Ben Hicks goes with Cam Dozier, Tevin Wise, Brandon Price, Cameron Clayton, and Jordan Banks. Brandon Price steals it. He blows the layup. Price got the steal but blew the layup. Francis Marion now from left to right in their red uniforms. Speck, whistle. And I think a foul on Francis Marion. So Francis Marion was called for an elbow for the Patriots. Kenneth Jackson is back in. Jackson, 6'8", a senior from Mullen, South Carolina. Nigel Hawley was called for that foul. And the Hurricanes will bring it down with a 12-point lead. Boy, you got to love this. Lady Hurricanes winners today, 72-63. So the women 1-0 in the pitch bout. Price open for three. Brandon's shot goes in, spins out. Tevin Wise had the rebound, fell down, and he might have fallen down because of a foul on Francis Marion. Patriots call for a foul. That's the first foul on Warren Speck. And the Canes will put the ball in play. Each team with 5 team fouls right now. Dozier from Price. Whistle, they're going to call that a travel. Cam put the ball on the floor, but the official said he took a step before he did. And the Canes still lead by 12. Browning. Now they go left side, open three. The shot is no good by Council. The follow is no good, but a foul on the Hurricanes. Good offensive board by Judah Alexander from Francis Marion. And the Patriots will be at the foul line. They missed their first two. That one's good.
Foul was on Cameron Clayton. Third personal.
And that foul was the third on Cameron Clayton. So we really haven't been able to see what Cameron Clayton can do. He's played about 4 minutes and got 3 fouls. That free throw is also good by Judah Alexander. And the Hurricanes' lead is cut to 10. Dozier front side for the Canes. Dozier gets it back now from Wise. High post, Jordan Banks. The transfer from Payne College. Wise open for three. Tevin's good.
Tevin Wise.
Hurricanes have had 4 different players knock down 3-pointers. And the lead is 13. 29-16. 11:35 left in the half. Right side, the 3-pointer no good from the corner. Offensive rebound. The putback is now good by Kenneth Jackson and a foul.
Kenneth Jackson.
So tough break for the Hurricanes. We give up
the Patriots.
an offensive rebound. They get the basket and will now have a chance for a 3-point play. When we return, Brandon Parker will check in for Francis Marion. But now, first, the under-12 media timeout. 11:28 to play in the first half with the score. Georgia Southwestern 29, Francis Marion 18. Hurricanes lead by 11. We're back in 60 seconds on 94 Sports. Kenneth Jackson at the free throw line for Francis Marion, trying to complete an old-fashioned 3-point play. The free throw's in the air. It's good. Jackson
Kenneth
now with
Jackson
7 points early. Out of bounds. Hurricanes will have to do it again. 11:26 left in the half. Southwestern by 10. Hurricanes trying to complete a conference sweep as the Lady Hurricanes winners today, 72-63. Tevin Wise finally gets the ball into Rakeem Hicks. Rakeem, now Dozier, Cam, right side Wise. Tevin open for three, in and out. Offensive rebound, the putback good by Jordan Banks. That's one thing Ben Hicks, our head coach, has really worked on, getting some offensive rebounds. A couple of weeks ago, we went to Montgomery and did not have an offensive board against AUM. Southwestern by 12, it's 31-19. Jackson up top against Banks. Now Browning against Cam Dozier. Browning averaging over 20 points a game, and he's called for a travel. We've done a good job on Browning so far. Dedrick Browning only has 1 3-point basket to his credit. And Ben Hicks of GSW, Coach Hicks, wants and gets a timeout. 10:49 to play in the half. Canes still on top, Southwestern leads by a dozen. It's Georgia Southwestern 31, Francis Marion 19. We're back in 30 seconds on the Hurricane.
Games at 1:30 and 3:30 this coming Monday.
Tevin Wise will inbound for Southwestern. Tevin slaps the basketball. Francis Marion pressing all over. We finally get the ball into Cameron Dozier. Cam almost loses it. Now he does. It's picked off the floor by Francis Marion's Brandon Parker. Three-pointer left side is no good. Rakeem Hicks rebounds for Southwestern. And I think Francis Marion's got a player shaken up. So an official's timeout as they attend to Judah Alexander. I think Judah Alexander may have slipped on a wet spot on the floor. The official trying to get a towel to get the wet spot up. So both teams have a chance to go to their sideline and have a word with their head coach, Gary Edwards, Francis Marion, and Ben Hicks of Georgia Southwestern. Gary may be the dean of the Peach Belt Conference coaches, 11 years now at Francis Marion. Of course, this is Ben Hicks' first year. Coach Edwards writes a column, I guess he still does, for the Florence, South Carolina newspaper once a week. I don't think he meant to. As a matter of fact, I'm sure he didn't mean to, but he had kind of a tongue-in-cheek column a few years ago about coming to Americus. Whistle and a foul on Francis Marion. It really was a tongue-in-cheek column where he took some shots at our hometown. Knowing Gary like I do, I really don't think he meant anything by it, but some folks took it the wrong way. But I think all is forgiven now. Price's free throw is good.
Foul was on Brandon Parker. Brandon Price.
Parker picked up the foul for Francis Marion. Brandon Price's second free throw. That one's in and out. And the Hurricanes lead by 13 with just over 10 minutes to play in the first half. Browning front court. They set a pick for Browning. Now they roll it down to the big post player, Kenneth Jackson, and he's fouled. I think it's going to be on Jordan Banks of Southwestern. Jackson, a good-looking young man, 6'8", a senior from Mullen, South Carolina. That's the first foul on Banks. 8th foul against the Hurricanes. Price will come out, or Banks will come out, I should say, and Darius McGuy back in. McGuy, 6'4", junior from Memphis. Free throw is good by Kenneth Jackson. Hurricanes play today without Tyrone Wooten and Corbin Jackson. And they may be done for the year, I think. Some academic issues. So it looks like we picked up Darius McGuy, Rakeem Hicks, and Cameron Clayton. but lost Tyrone Wooten and Corbin Jackson. We're going to throw the long ball in the front court to McGuy. It's going to be out of bounds off Francis Marion. Hurricanes try to throw deep. McGuy caught the ball at midcourt as he got in the front court. The ball was knocked away by Francis Marion. And the Hurricanes will put the ball in play just to the right of our offensive basket. Hurricanes by 11. Inbounds pass comes to Cameron Dozier. Cameron from the parking lot missed that one. Rebounded by Brandon Parker of Francis Marion. Here come the Patriots. They lob it down to Big Jackson. His little short jumper's good. Jackson's got a good touch for a big man. Jackson now with 10 points, a whistle and a foul on Francis Marion. That will be the 7th foul on the Patriots. So Hurricanes will be in the bonus for the final 9 minutes and 48 seconds. Francis Marion already in the bonus on their end. Kenneth Jackson averaging 8 points a game, and he's got 11 already today. Dozier at the free throw line. Cam's free throw's good. So Dozier will get to bonus. 12 points already for Dozier. Cam knocks down both ends of the 1-and-1. And the Hurricanes go up 11. Cam came in averaging 14. 34-23. Good guys lead by 11. 9.5 minutes left in the first half. Jackson quickly left side to Parker. And a whistle. Foul on Southwestern. I think it was on Darius McGuy. It was. McGuy's second personal foul. Brandon Parker at the free throw line for Francis Marion. Looking for his first point. 1 plus the bonus, he missed it. Rakeem Hicks rebounds for GSW. Price crosses the timeline. Coach Ben Hicks shouts out directions. Price left sideline gets a pick from McGuy. Loses the ball. It's going to be out of bounds off Francis Marion. Touched last by Josh Council. Francis Marion. Don't forget, Hurricanes are back home Monday afternoon. Women play at 1:30. Home against the University of North Carolina Pembroke. A 1:30, 3:30 start Monday afternoon here at the Storm Dome. Price off the screen. Pick and roll. Layup good by Rakeem Hicks. Basketball 101. The pick and roll. Price the assist. Rakeem Hicks gets his second field goal. And the Canes lead by 13. Jackson loses the basketball right through his hands, and the Hurricanes can go up 15 with a bucket. I don't think I saw this coming. GSW a chance to go up 15. Rakeem Hicks has it knocked away. Darius McGuy out near midcourt is fouled by Kenneth Jackson. Not sure how Gary Edwards feels about his post player getting a foul 40 feet from the basket. 8th foul of the first half against Francis Marion. And Darius McGuy at the free throw line looking for his first point as a Hurricane. That was the second foul on Kenneth Jackson. Nigel Holly will come get him. Hurricanes also go to the bench. Hurricanes now play with Jordan Banks, Devin Watson, Brandon Price, Cameron Dozier, and Darius McGuy, who's at the free throw line. He misses the front end of a 1-and-1, and Francis Marion gets the rebound. Hurricanes missed a great chance to go up 14 or 15, missing the front end of the 1-and-1. They go inside, get a layup and a foul. Great pass to Daniel Bridges. Bridges got the lay-in, and we fouled him. So he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's the third foul on Darius McGuy. So two of the new guys have 6 fouls between them. Darius McGuy with 3, Cameron Clayton with 3. The other newcomer, Rakeem Hicks, has 1 foul. Substitution for Francis Marion, John Jenkins checks back in Gary Edwards' lineup. Jenkins, 6'1", a junior from Summerville, South Carolina. The free throw's no good. Jalen Waters in for the first time. He gets a rebound and almost travel. Got rid of the ball just in time, I guess, before he was called for steps. Brendan Price penetrates, kicks it out. Dozier wanted to shoot the three but couldn't. Now he'll put the ball on the floor. He'll drive. Baseline jumper, Waters. Jalen misses. And the rebound is by Francis Marion. Patriots can cut it to 9 with a bucket. 7:48 left. We'll get the under 8 media timeout next. Dead ball, top of the key. The three's no good by Speck. Offensive rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Jordan Banks. And that will take us to the under 8 media timeout. I got to tell you, it's been fun so far. 7 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the half with your score. Georgia Southwestern 36, Francis Marion 25. Hurricanes lead by 11. We're back in 60.
Make some noise.
Francis Marion has the basketball. The Patriots put the ball in play under their offensive basket. 36-25, Hurricanes lead by 11. Francis Marion came in 4-4. GSW came in 2-5 after snapping the 4-game losing streak on Wednesday. Browning up top against Dozier. Now high post, turnaround 15-footers, good by Judah Alexander. His first basket. And the Hurricane lead is now 9. Francis Marion kind of in a three-quarter trap press. Price passes at midcourt to Dozier. Cam, Banks, Watson foul from behind as he received the pass. They've done a pretty good job against Francis Marion's pressure so far. Before Devin Watson's free throws, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're involved with Hurricane basketball. Devin Watson knocks down the first free throw. He'll get the bonus. Devin can give the Hurricanes an 11-point lead. Ben Hicks goes with Cam Dozier, Brandon Price, Devin Watson, Tevin Wise, and Jordan Banks. Second free throw off the front of the rim, no good. And Francis Marion in their front court, trailing by 10. They post up. Nigel Holly with a turnaround jump hook. Holly knocks it down, and the Patriots are within 8. Last night in Peach Belt Conference play, the first Peach Belt Conference game of the year, North Georgia won at home against Augusta. That's always a feat whenever or wherever you beat Augusta. North Georgia won that game 102-93. Must have been a great game. 102-93, North Georgia beat Augusta. That three is good by Brandon Price. Price's second triple today in the Peach Belt. Armstrong State leads Georgia College 17-10 early. Young Harris over South Carolina Aiken 25-17. They go inside and get a basket from Judah Alexander, his second. Columbus State's on the road in St. Augustine taking on Flagler this afternoon. North Carolina Pembroke, who will make the long trip and play here Monday. The Braves are home against Clayton State, and Lander over in Alabama to take on Montevallo. That's your Peach Belt schedule for this afternoon. Wise right sideline, short corner right baseline. Watson, Devin drives, misses. Alexander the rebound for Francis Marion. Hurricanes by 9. 5.5 to go in the first half. That's got to be a charge, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Judah Alexander ran right over Cam Dozier. That's an offensive foul. You know, I don't think I've ever missed one from over here. Offensive foul called against the Patriots. Hurricanes, well, actually, both teams really shooting the basketball well. Hurricanes 59% of our shots. We're 13 for 22. Francis Marion's made 55%. So the Patriots 11 for 20, 55%. GSW 13 for 22, 59%. Both teams shooting the lights out. And I get this stat, Hurricanes have made 8 of 11 threes. You would hope so, but that's not going to continue. Hurricanes have knocked down 8 of our first 11 three-point attempts. That's 73%. GSW has made 6 of 9 free throws. Francis Marion, 2 of 8 from behind the arc. The Patriots 7 of 11 from the foul line. Brandon Price misses. Rebound pulled down by Alexander of Francis Marion. And the Patriots can cut the Hurricane lead to 7 with a field goal. Whistle, and an offensive foul will be called on Francis Marion. Rakeem Hicks and Nigel Holly were having their own little battle down on the block, and they called Holly for the foul. Hurricanes taking very good care of the basketball, only 3 turnovers so far, and GSW has forced 8 Francis Marion turnovers. Hurricanes are losing the battle on the board. 17 rebounds for Francis Marion, only 9 for the Hurricanes. Devin Watson stops 8 feet in front of the basket and buries the short jumper. And the lead back to 11 for Southwestern, 42-31. Francis Marion kind of spreads this out now. Alexander, now they go right side to Browning. Browning's jumper's no good. And they're going to call a foul on the rebound. Rakeem Hicks got the rebound, but Tevin Wise was called for a foul. So they got Wise for a push. And that's going to send Warren Speck to the free throw line for Francis Marion. Both teams over the 10 foul limit now. So everything's a 2-shot foul. The free throw is good by Warren Speck. Speck now with 3, and the Hurricane lead is 10. Jaquez Smith back in for Francis Marion. Smith, a 5'6" freshman from Beach Island, South Carolina. A lot of players from South Carolina on the floor. Of course, Francis Marion located in Florence, South Carolina, but Hurricanes also several players from the Palmetto State. Watson drives, misses, gets it back. Dozier tips it to himself. And I think they reset the shot clock, but shouldn't have. I think that's going to be a problem. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to play. They're going to check with Crystal and Scott over as they keep the official stats to see what time the shot went off and what time the shot clock was inadvertently reset. They get the answer they're looking for. Crystal and Scott do a great job. 14 on the shot clock. Just over 4 minutes to play in the first half. Price against the Francis Marion zone. Watson comes over, sets a screen. Brandon Price will penetrate. His pass is picked off. Only the 4th Hurricane turnover. Here come the Patriots from left to right. Jaquez Smith hands off to Jackson. He almost traveled. Now back to Jaquez Smith. It was Warren Speck, number 30, not Kenneth Jackson, number 40. And Brandon Price is hurting. Don't know if Price turned an ankle or what, but what a blow that would be if he can't play. Brandon Price, our leading scorer at 17 points a game, and Brandon is really hurting. Looked like he may have turned his ankle or something. I hope it's not a knee. But whatever it is, Brandon Price in a lot of pain right now, and they're going to go ahead and take the under 4 media timeout. 3 minutes, 47 seconds to play in the first half. So far, so good. Georgia Southwestern 42, Francis Marion 33. Hurricanes lead by 9. We're back in 60. 09. Put the ball in play. Our head athletic trainer, Louis Bianco, working on Brandon. Boy, if he can't continue, that's really, really going to hurt. And that's going to be an offensive foul, I think, and illegal screen will be the call against Francis Marion. They've been called for a couple of those already. That's the third foul on Nigel Holly. So Nigel Holly set the illegal screen. And it's called for his third foul. Looks like Brandon Price trying to walk it off. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Wise, deep right corner. The three is no good. Rebound snatched down by Warren Speck of Francis Marion. They can cut it to 7 with a basket. Jaquez Smith accelerates to the basket. Dishes to Judah Alexander for the layup. Gives Smith the assist, Alexander the basket, and the Hurricane lead has been cut to 7, 42-35. Just over 3 minutes to play in the half. Wise right sideline. Skip pass left side to Watson. Devin misses the three. We've really cooled off now. Holly rebounds for Francis Marion. Here come the Patriots in a hurry. What else is new? And they lose the ball. Rakeem Hicks kind of stood his ground, and the Hurricanes will have the basketball with 2:45 left. Wise drives in the paint. Rakeem Hicks' pass is intercepted, and Francis Marion in the front court. Devin Watson slaps it away from Speck, and the Patriots will get the ball right back. 2:37 left. John Jenkins back in for Francis Marion. Ben Hicks, our first-year head coach, plays with Devin Watson, Cam Dozier, Rakeem Hicks, Tevin Wise, and Darius McGuy. Now, McGuy playing with 3 fouls. Rakeem Hicks out. Jalen Waters checks in for the second time. Jalen's a freshman, 6'5" from Marietta. Francis Marion can cut it to 5 with a basket. They could cut it to 4 with a three-pointer. Shot clock at 12. Browning gives it up. That's always a good thing. The jumper is no good by Josh Council. Hurricanes have the basketball with 2:14 to play in the half. Dozier front court for GSW. Right sideline, that's Watson. Devin dribbles once, passes back to Dozier. Left side, Wise. Tevin puts the ball on the floor, dribbles to the midcourt area. Shot clock at 10. They double team Tevin. He gets rid of the ball. Dozier will drive, and he'll get fouled. 1:55 left in the half, 42-35. Good guys lead by 7. And Cam Dozier will be at the free throw line for GSW. Dozier looks for his 14th point. Cam came in averaging 14. Free throw is good. Dozier now 3 of 3 from the foul line. Jaquez Smith back in for Francis Marion. Ben Hicks has chosen to not have any Hurricanes around the foul line. So Cameron's all by himself. He misses the free throw. Francis Marion, the uncontested rebound. Smith in the front court gets the ball back now from Browning. Browning's averaging over 20. We've held him to 1 3-point basket so far. And they're going to call a foul. I think Jalen Waters was holding the Francis Marion post player. Both teams have been over the 10 foul limit for a while, so everything's a 2-shot foul now. 1:40 left in the half. 43-35. Hurricanes with an 8-point lead. 2 free throws for Judah Alexander. First one's good. Alexander's got 9. He came in averaging 14. He's a 14-7 guy. 14.7 rebounds. Second free throw is also good. And the Hurricane lead is now 6. 1:35 to play in the first half. Hurricanes are going to spread them out and run some clock. Wise and Dozier play catch in the midcourt. Cam has it now. 13 on the shot clock, $1:23 on the game clock. Wise loads up for the 3 and knocks it down. Tevin's second basket. They both have been 3s, and the Hurricanes stretch the lead back out to 9. It's 46-37. 67 seconds to play in the first half. Foul on McGuy as John Jenkins goes to the hole. That's the 4th foul on Darius McGuy. So it's not been a start to remember so far for Darius McGuy. McGuy's failed to score, and he's got 4 fouls already. Free throw is no good by John Jenkins. Second free throw, Jenkins missed both of them. Barely drew iron on that one.
Jenkins, 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Hurricanes can go up 11 with a bucket. Watson open for 3. Devin misses. Long rebound by Francis Marion. Hurricanes do a good job getting back on defense this time. 21 on the shot clock, 39 on the big clock. Holly gives it up in the corner to Jenkins. Jenkins will pass it back out to Holly. His 17-footer is good. So the post player moves out, buries a mid-range jumper. The Hurricane lead is 7. You would expect the Hurricanes to play for the final shot here. The shot clock is off. 13 seconds to play in the first half. Dozier works on Jenkins. 8 seconds to play. Cam telling his teammates what he wants. He gets a pick from Waters. Cam's pass is knocked away, out of bounds, and that'll be the end of the first half. Well, that was fun. Your halftime score, Georgia Southwestern 46, Francis Marion 39. Canes lead by 7 at the break. I'll talk to women's basketball coach Kelly Britsky after this. So far, so good. Georgia Southwestern 46, Francis Marion University 39.
I'd like to tell y'all
lead by 7.
that I very much
We're back in
appreciate being at the ball game today. I'm fixing to go back to North Post and start
Francis Marion will have the basketball to begin the second half. Coach Ben Hicks sends out Rakeem Hicks, Tevin Wise, Jordan Banks, Devin Watson, and Cam Dozier. So Brandon Price not starting the second half. That's not a good story. Brandon got hurt late in the first half. Open three, no good by Daniel Bridges. Hurricanes have the basketball. A chance to go up 9 on our first possession of the second half. Dozier left sideline. We post up Rakeem Hicks. The big guy turns, shoots off the glass, missed it. Jordan Banks misses the tip, but a foul. In the first half, GSW made 15 of 29 shots. That's 52%. Of the 29 shots put up, 16 from behind the arc. Canes made 9 of 16 from downtown. That's 56%. GSW 7 of 11 from the foul line. Daniel Bridges of Francis Marion picks up his first foul. Banks misses the free throw. Jordan looking for his third point. Francis Marion only 2 of 9 on threes. That's 22%. Overall, they shot the basketball well, making 13 of 25 shots. Banks makes the second free throw, so Jordan Banks makes 1 of 2 and gives the Hurricanes an 8-point lead. Francis Marion shot 17 free throws the first half, made 11. That's 65%. 22 rebounds for Francis Marion, 14 for the Hurricanes. Cam Dozier gets a steal. Canes in the front court. That's the 11th Francis Marion turnover. Hurricanes only 5 first half turnovers. We take pretty good care of the basketball. Dozier left sideline. Cam puts the ball on the floor. Hicks sets a pick, or maybe a half a screen. Banks gives it back to Cam Dozier. Shot clock at 5. Cam will penetrate, kick it out. The big guy, Hicks for 3, he's good. So the post player, Rakeem Hicks, all 6'8" of him, moves outside the arc, buries the 3. He's got 7 in his Hurricane debut. Hey, it may be our day if our post players making shots like that. 18 and a half left. Baseline jumper's good. Kenneth Jackson now with 13, make it 14. That was a 3-pointer. Jackson with 14 points for Francis Marion. He came in averaging 8. He's got 14 right now. Dozier, Wise, Tevin spots up for 3, missed it. The tip is good by Devin Watson. Watson the tap in, 13 now for Devin. Guess what? Francis Marion wants to run. Tevin Wise steals it. Wise got the takeaway from Jaquez Smith. Hurricanes by 10. Hurricanes wearing the patch on the back of our jersey, honoring those fallen officers, Jody Smith and Nick Smar. We post up Jordan Banks. He turns, faces the basket. A lot of contact. They're going to call an offensive foul. Jordan Banks and Daniel Bridges were going at it pretty good. Probably a 50-50 call that goes Francis Marion's way. Banks called for the player control foul, second foul of the basketball game against Jordan. Lady Hurricanes got the Peach Belt off to a great start, 72-63 win over a really good Francis Marion club. The Francis Marion women had won 3 games in a row coming in here. The long 3 by Browning. Boy, he's a good player, is good. 2 baskets for Dietrich Brown. They both have been 3s. We've held him to only 2 baskets. Those 2 3-pointers, he came in averaging over 20 and a half points a game. We've held him to 6 so far. Canes lead by 7. Watson right baseline, dribbles to the wing. Now up top, Big Hicks. He'll shoot a 3 short. Banks the offensive rebound. Hicks thought about a 3-pointer now. Rakeem on the dribble. He drives, shoots, 14-footers, no good. Francis Marion gets the rebound. And here come the Patriots, a chance to cut it to 5. Browning lost the handle, gets it back and scores. And the officials are going to stop it. I think there's another wet spot on the floor. Having some problems with condensation on the floor. Condensation, maybe. I was close. And the officials grab a mop and try to dry up the wet spot on the floor. It's a 5-point basketball game. 52-47 in the first half. Hurricanes only turned the ball over 5 times, and we forced 10 Francis Marion turnovers. The officials today, 3 good ones. Byron Evans, Eric Mims, and Charlie Balunek. I think 3 of the better officials in our league. Dozier in the front court. We set a screen for Cam. Hicks, the post player, now left side, Tevin Wise. Hicks now screens for Tevin. The 15-footer misses everything. Offensive rebound is by Devin Watson. The shot clock was not reset, so now we've got 6 seconds to get a shot off. Dozier penetrates, crossover dribble. He misses the layup. Dadgummit. Cam got to the basket but missed the layup. Francis Marion wants to run. Browning thought about the 3, now penetrates. And the 8-foot jumper is no good. Offensive rebound by the Patriots. The putback is no good. And this time Jordan Banks wrestles the basketball away for Southwestern. Cameron Clayton will check in for GSW on the next dead ball. We'll also get the under-16 media timeout on the next dead ball. Banks sets a screen right for Dozier, but he goes left, count it, and 1. Dozier got the screen to his right, but he put the ball on the floor to the left, got to the basket, scored, and draws the foul. He'll have a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play, but first, the under-16 media timeout. Canes lead by 7, and when we come back, we'll be at the foul line. 15:33 left, Georgia Southwestern 54. Steps to the free throw line for Georgia Southwestern. Cam got the basket. Now he tries to supersize it. He could give the Hurricanes an 8-point lead. Hurricanes, it looks like, will have to play the rest of the way without Brandon Price. I don't know if he turned his ankle or it's a knee injury or what, but he's not made an appearance in the second half yet. Got hurt late in the first half. Well, that really hurts. Brandon averaging 17 points a game for the Hurricanes. We're already play without Tyrone Wooten. And Francis Marion throws the ball away. So we are really short-handed right now. We did pick up a few new faces today. Cameron Clayton, Rakeem Hicks, and Darius McGuy making their Hurricane debut. 3 guys that became eligible at the end of fall semester. Dozier crosses midcourt, guarded by Jaquez Smith. Dozier tries to throw it down low to Big Clayton, out of bounds off Cameron's hands, and 5 minutes into the second half, 15 left, and the Hurricane lead is 8. They kick it out. Open three's good by Daniel Bridges. Bridges' second field goal, his first 3. And he brings the Patriots to within 5. It's 55-50. High post Clayton. Right side Wise. Tevin puts the ball on the floor. Now gets a screen from Clayton. Look for the pick and roll. It's not there. Devin Watson with 7 seconds to shoot. Devin's runner bounces in. Watson had the shooter's touch. 15 points now for Devin Watson. Devin came in averaging 8, so he's almost doubled his average. Good play by Cameron Clayton as he knocks the Francis Marion entry pass out of bounds. We got a lot bigger with Cameron Clayton, Rakeem Hicks, and Darius McGuy joining the roster for our first Peach Belt Conference game. Just over 14 minutes to play. Jaquez Smith and Daniel Bridges play catch. Bridges has it now right side. Thought about the 3, now gets it off and buries it. So back-to-back threes by Daniel Bridges. And the Hurricane lead is down to 4. It's 57-53. Hurricanes came in 2 and 5. Francis Marion came in 4 and 4. Wise left side, 28-foot mark. Now Devin Watson. Devin gets a pick from Clayton. Now Dozier gets a screen from Jordan Banks. Shot clock at 4. Watson for 3. Devin misses. Francis Marion rebounds, and they can cut the Hurricane lead to 2. Browning for 3. He missed it. Good block out by Devin Watson, and they foul him. That's a great block out by Devin Watson. They came over his back. 3rd foul on Jaquez Smith of Francis Marion. And the Hurricanes have the basketball with a 4-point lead. Kenneth Jackson back in for the Patriots. Yeah, it was, well, check it. They call the foul now on Nigel Holloway, which will be his 4th. I think that's what upset Gary Edwards. Looked like at first they had called the foul on Jaquez Smith. Instead, they give Holloway the foul, or Holly the foul, his 4th. We get the ball inside and get a layup from Tevin Wise. Watson the assist. Canes go back up 6, 59-53. Just under 13 minutes left. Francis Marion in their half-court offense. Smith, Browning, now Bridges misses. The tip no good by Judah Alexander, but we fouled him. Alexander's got 10 points all in the first half. Looks like Rakeem Hicks will return for Georgia Southwestern. 12 minutes, 38 seconds to play in the basketball game. Hurricanes have led from the start. Free throw's good. We knocked down a 3, Cameron Dozier, then they answered with a 3. We got another 3. They got a 2, and we've led ever since. Jordan Banks out, Rakeem Hicks in for Georgia Southwestern. It's 59-54. And Alexander gets another. It's also good. And the lead is back down to 4. 12 and a half left. Tevin Wise, right sideline. Tevin dribbles once, high post Rakeem Hicks. Hicks looks inside, cannot get the ball to Watson. Now Hicks passes to Wise, then sets a screen. Dozier, little touch pass to Watson. Devin will drive, has the shot blocked. Francis Marion wants to run. They've got the numbers 4 on 2. They mess, but a whistle and a 2-shot shooting foul on Tevin Wise. Wise charged with the foul. That'll stop the game clock with 12 minutes and 10 seconds left. Each team now with 3 second half team fouls. And Dietrich Browning will be at the free throw line for Francis Marion. I told you to start with, Browning, one of the best players in the Peach Belt Conference. His free throw's good. 9 points now for Browning. 6 in the second half. As you would expect, Browning a good free throw shooter, 75% coming in. and he can make it a 2-point basketball game. Browning's second free throw is good again. 59-57. We've led by as many as 15. Now we only lead by 2. Wise off the dribble. Tevin gets the shot off somehow, missed it, gets it back, goes up strong, has the shot rejected, and Francis Marion's Jaquez Smith slips as he tries to run the break, loses the ball out of bounds, and that will take us to the under 12 media timeout. Canes still on top, but now only 2. 11:50 left. Georgia Southwestern 59. Francis. Cameron Dozier gets a screen from big Rakeem Hicks. Gets another one now, also gets a screen from Cameron Clayton, drives and scores. Canes stretch the lead back out to 4, 61-57, and a whistle away from the ball as Cameron Clayton just got his 4th foul. So 2 of the new guys have 4 fouls each. Darius McGuy and Cameron Clayton each with 4 fouls. And bounce pass for Francis Marion. Jaquez Smith, right side Browning. He dumps it on the baseline to Alexander, back out to Browning. Browning gives it up. Always glad to see Browning give the ball up. That 3-pointer is blocked by Rakeem Hicks, but he had the foul to do it. I don't think that's going to make Ben Hicks very happy, as Rakeem Hicks fouls a 3-point shooter. That's his 2nd foul. And it sends Kenneth Jackson to the free throw line for Francis Marion. Gosh, I hate Brandon Price, it appears, unable to play here in the second half. That really hurts. He's a good player. He played so well this year. Jackson misses the first free throw. He'll get another. 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Second free throw is good. They're going to give him 3. One thing about it, after Monday, Brandon Price will have plenty of time to get well. The Christmas break following Monday's game. We don't play again till January the 5th at Augusta. Third free throw is no good, so Kenneth Jackson, who made his first 5 free throws, only makes 1 of 3 that trip. Hurricanes have the basketball with a 3-point lead. We are 9 minutes into the second half, 11 to go. Wise on the right sideline. Tevin gets a pick from Hicks. Tevin from 16 missed it. Rakeem Hicks misses the tip. And this rebounds by Francis Marion. And I think one of the Francis Marion guys might have got an inadvertent elbow right in the forehead or maybe even the eyes. No foul was called. I think one of our guys, or could have been one of his teammates, not sure, an inadvertent elbow caught one of the Francis Marion players. He's down on the floor right now, so we have an official's timeout. 10 minutes, 46 seconds left. Canes lead by 3. 10:46 left. Georgia Southwestern 61. Francis Marion 58. Daniel Bridges, the injured Patriot, Canes lead 61-58. We're back in 60 on 94 Sports. Dang. They get the ball on the block to Warren Speck. He scores, and Rakeem Hicks fouls him. So
Foul on Rakeem Hicks.
Warren Speck can tie the basketball game from the foul line if free throw is good. 7 points now off the Francis Marion bench for Warren Speck. And we're back where we started, all tied up. Georgia Southwestern 61, Francis Marion 61. Cam Dozier will penetrate. He gets fouled. So after Francis Marion tied the game, Cameron Dozier drove to the basket and picks up the foul on Alexander, Francis Marion. Cam Dozier back at the foul line. Dozier's free throw is good. Cam has now made 5 of 6, and he gives the Hurricanes back to lead. Dozier's second free throw is good again. Cam knocks down both free throws. 21 points now for Dozier. And it's a 63-61 Hurricane lead. Jaquez Smith in the front court for the Patriots. Now Kenneth Jackson. They're going to try to lob it down low, knocked away. Hurricanes pick up the loose ball. Francis Marion turns the ball over. Hurricanes run the half-court offense. Watson threw the ball right at the feet of Tevin Wise, but Tevin able to make the play. Rakeem Hicks turn around, 8-footers, no good. Kenneth Jackson rebounds for Francis Marion. The Patriots can tie it again. They can take the lead if that three-pointer goes. Jackson misses. The follow is no good. Alexander, the offensive rebound, but he couldn't finish, and the Hurricanes have the basketball with a 2-point lead. Dozier hesitates, now drives. Hicks, nice pass to Banks. Jordan inside scores. Hicks the assist. Jordan Banks the basket. Hurricanes go up 4, 65-61. And again, the officials stop it because water on the floor. Not sure what's going on. We don't usually have this problem with moisture seeping through the floor. Rakeem Hicks out. Darius McGuy returns. McGuy will play with 4 fouls. So Ben Hicks is going to go with McGuy, Banks, Wise, Watson, and Dozier. 9 minutes and 2 seconds to play. We're going to have to pay the officials extra today for all the housekeeping they're having to do. And now 6 of the players plus one of the officials down around the baseline, rubbing their shoes on the floor, trying to get all the moisture off. Francis Marion puts the ball in play with 23 on the shot clock, 9 minutes on the game clock. Francis Marion 4-4. Hurricanes 2-5. First conference game for both teams. Alexander turns, faces the basket, passes inside. That's going to be a travel on Kenneth Jackson. So Francis Marion turns the ball over. Elsewhere in the Peach Belt, Armstrong State's in Milledgeville at Georgia College. They were up early. The University of South Carolina Aiken Pacers play at Young Harris this afternoon. Flagler is home in St. Augustine, Florida against Columbus State. Clayton State's on the road at North Carolina Pembroke. Watson for three, right side, in and out. Alexander rebounds for Francis Marion. In the other Peach Belt game today, Landers and Montevallo, Alabama to take on the Falcons. Canes lead by 4, just over 8 minutes left. They screen for Browning. And they're going to call a trip on Southwestern as Jaquez Smith took it to the basket, got tripped. That's the 7th foul on the Hurricanes, so Francis Marion will be in the bonus for the final 8 minutes and 5 seconds. Foul on Darius McGuy, so McGuy fouls out in his first game as a Hurricane. McGuy failed to score. He fouls out with 8 minutes and 5 seconds left. Jaquez Smith at the free throw line for Francis Marion, looking for his first point. And Brandon Price is going to give it a go. Price returns, replacing Tevin Wise. So I guess Brandon talked Ben Hicks into letting him give it a shot. I'm just speculating now. It's only a guess that maybe he turned his ankle late in the first half. The free throw is good. It rolled in for Jaquez Smith. It hit the front of the rim, but had good spin for Francis Marion as it toppled in. So let's see how Brandon Price will be able to play his first appearance of the second half. It's a 2-point game. Both free throws good. Jaquez Smith knocks down both ends of the 1-and-1. Price in the front court for the Hurricanes, obviously hobbled. We'll get the under 8 media timeout on the next dead ball. Watson deep in the left corner. His pass deflected out of bounds by Warren Speck, and that will take us to that under 8 media timeout. Hurricanes still on top, but now only by 2. 7:44 left. It's Georgia Southwestern 65, Francis Marion 63. Hurricanes lead by a basket. We're back in 60 seconds. In the game, Darius McGuire's already fouled out. Cameron Clayton's got 4. Rakeem Hicks just got his 4th. Smith misses both free throws. Francis Marion had the rebound, but Hurricanes steal it. Devin Watson's fouled as he gets in the front court. Don't get real excited, though. That's only the 5th foul on Francis Marion, so the Patriots still have a foul to give before the Hurricanes shoot to bonus. 65-63. Canes lead by 2. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're involved with Hurricane basketball. That was the fourth foul on Francis Marion's Jaquez Smith. Cameron Dozier over at our bench now. He's got some blood on his elbow, and they're going to have to get that wrapped up so he can continue. Hurricanes will put the ball in play. We get a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Inbounds pass comes to Brandon Price, and he's fouled by Dietrich Browning. Francis Marion didn't think so. Gary Edwards telling the officials he just slipped. It wasn't a foul, says Gary. Coach Edwards trying to tell the officials he just slipped. Inbound pass comes to Cameron Dozier. They try to trap Dozier in the corner. He gets away, passes to Devin Watson. 65-63. Clayton might have got away with a travel. He drives, and he's going to be fouled with 7 minutes, 11 seconds on the game clock. And Cameron Clayton will be at the free throw line for the first time. Counsel call for the foul. Second foul on Francis Marion's Josh Counsel. Cameron Clayton looking for his first point as a Hurricane. 65-63, Hurricanes by 2. Clayton free throw is good. Cameron's first point as a Hurricane. Daniel Bridges back in for Francis Marion. 66-63, Cameron Clayton can give the Hurricanes a 4-point lead. Big Cameron takes aim. Second free throw, smooth as silk. NBC, nothing but cord. So a couple of free throws by Cameron Clayton. Canes go up 4. 7 minutes to play. We zone them. That's an offensive foul. Tevin Wise drew it. They posted Judah Alexander on the low block. He turned and ran right over Tevin Wise. Tevin draws the offensive foul. Each team now with 8 second half team fouls. And the Hurricanes will bring it down, leading by 4 points. 6 minutes, 55 seconds on the game clock. Trying to think who may be at their respective school any longer than Gary Edwards has been at Francis Marion. I think Dimitris has been in Augusta about the same length of time. Of course, Mike Leader just gave the basketball jump here after 10 years to devote full attention to his athletic director duties. Hurricanes turned the ball over. We ran the shot clock down to 1 and turned the ball over, and Francis Marion again pushes it down the floor, and we commit a foul with 6:20 on the game clock. Second foul on Cam. And Warren Speck at the free throw line for Francis Marion. First one's good. 8 points now for Speck. And he can make it a 2-point basketball game. Speck takes aim. Second free throw. That one's also good. 67-65. Dozier in the backcourt. Dribbles to midcourt. Gets bumped. No call. Gets away somehow and scores. Wow. Not a contact. Somehow Cameron Dozier got to the basket and made the layup with his left hand. Canes lead by 4. 23 points now for Dozier. Browning shoots the 3. Good. We can't give him that shot. Cam Dozier tried to get out there to him, but a little bit late. Browning buries the 3. Gary Edwards wants a timeout as the ball goes through the net. Cam Dozier in the backcourt, now Brandon Price. Price trying to play through an ankle injury. Canes in the front court. Francis Marion has cut it to a one-point game. Brandon Price's runner's good. Price's first 2 of the second half, he's got 11 now, and he gives the Hurricanes a 3-point lead. Francis Marion now has 2 timeouts remaining. Canes have 3. Shot clock at 14 for the Patriots. Alexander's pass is knocked out of bounds by Brandon Price. BP knocked it away. And Francis Marion will put the ball in play with 11 seconds to shoot. 5 minutes and 10 seconds on the game clock. Canes go with Dozier, Watson, now Clayton, Hicks, and Price. They have to retreat all the way to their backcourt to get the ball inbounded. That burns some clock. Speck gets the shot off in time, missed it. Offensive rebound, and I think they're going to call a foul on Brandon Price. Ben Hicks can't believe it. Byron Evans making the call. Ben Hicks is beside himself. That's probably the most emotion I've seen Ben Hicks show all year after a call. First foul on Brandon Price. Free throw, no good. I think Byron Evans, one of the best officials in our league, but I think he blew that one. Second free throw is good. If he didn't, Byron saw something nobody else saw. Second free throw is good. And Francis Marion's within 2. It's 71-69. Price, Dozier, back right side to Price. BP passes to Devin Watson. Now Dozier, high post, Clayton. Rakeem Hicks from the baseline has it knocked out of bounds. And the Hurricanes will have the basketball with 8 seconds to shoot. Jaquez Smith is going to give Dietrich Browning a rest. That's good coaching by Gary Edwards. Just before the under 4 media timeout, he's going to get Browning out, rest him up for the stretch run, and get an extra couple of minutes rest before the media timeout. Dozier misses. We missed the tip. Watson, an offensive rebound. His stick back is good. Devin now with 17. The Hurricanes lead by 4. Council stepped on the baseline for Francis Marion. Council drove to the baseline. Francis Marion will argue that he got forced out. Gary can't believe it. And the Hurricanes will get to basketball. That might have been a makeup call. We had it coming, though. Dozier brings it down against Council. Now BP in the front court. Price dribbles once, passes to Watson. Devin almost lost it. Now gets it to Cameron Dozier. Cameron's got both feet inside the midcourt circle. Now he dribbles to the right sideline. Shot clock at 8. We try to throw it inside to Rakeem Hicks. It's going to be out of bounds. Francis Marion basketball, but first the under 4 media timeout. Is it just me, or does every Peach Belt game go down to the final possession? 3:52 left. Three minutes and 52 seconds. And a good Francis Marion basketball team stand between Ben Hicks and his first Peach Belt win as a head coach. He was part of a lot of wins over at Columbus State. Assisted Robert Moore for 4 years as the Cougars had a great run. Francis Marion being very patient this time on their offensive end. Jaquez Smith gets a pick. Passes out to Browning, who's back in. Browning, top of the key, step back, three-pointer, he missed it. And they're going to give the ball to Francis Marion. Every time Browning misses, I'm surprised. He's a really good player, averaging 20.5 points a game. Judah Alexander replaces Warren Speck for Francis Marion. And Browning will trigger the inbounds play. Look for them to try to get the ball back to him after he inbounds the ball. Fresh 30 on the shot clock for Francis Marion. Now Browning does take the handoff. Little pick and roll. Hicks blocks the shot and they call a foul. Rakeem thought he got it cleanly. And Rakeem Hicks just fouled out. So Rakeem Hicks becomes the second Hurricane to foul out. Rakeem fouls out with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left, and Jordan Banks returns. So two of the three newcomers, Darius McGuire and Rakeem Hicks, have both fouled out already. Rakeem finishes with 7 points. Cameron Clayton, the other new player, he picked up 4 fouls in a hurry. Cameron Clayton back in now. He got 4 fouls in 9 minutes in the first half. Canes lead by 4 with 3:12 left. Alexander's free throw, he missed it. Alexander looking for his 3rd point. Hurricanes with 9 turnovers so far. We forced 17. Second free throw, no good. So that's a break for the Hurricanes as Alexander missed both free throws, and the Hurricanes can go up 6 with a field goal. We go with Dozier, Price, Banks, Clayton, and Watson. Devin's got it now. Pump fake, drives, double team up top, Dozier. Shot clock at 10. Dozier drives, passes to Watson. Devin into paint. He gets fouled. We ran the shot clock down to 4. I like our discipline and patience on that possession. And we got a good look, and Devin Watson draws the foul. Devin, 1 of 2 so far. That was the second foul on Daniel Bridges of Francis Marion. Watson's free throw, missed it. Devin will try again. Watson looking for his 18th point. Devin takes aim. Watson, second free throw. That one's good. Devin makes one of two, and now Ben Hicks wants to talk about it. Timeout, GSW. 2-4. Francis Marion puts the ball in the play. Hurricanes lead the Patriots by 5. They get the basketball to their money man, Dietrich Browning. He gives it up. That's always a good thing. Back to Browning. Browning will drive, jump, stop, 10-footer, no good. Rebound by Devin Watson. Brandon Price in the backcourt gets it to Cameron Dozier. 2:19 left. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. Dozier right sideline, backs it back outside the 28-foot mark. Browning all over him, and Browning finally called for the foul. Both teams over the 10 foul limit now, so both teams are in the double bonus. 2:12 to play. Cam Dozier at the free throw line. Cam has made 6 of 7. Dozier takes aim. Cam's free throw's good. Dozier, a 69% free throw shooter coming in. Cam, 6'1" senior from Graceville, Florida. Dozier's second free throw, good again. And the Hurricanes go up 7 with just over 2 minutes left. Will somebody run that clock a little faster, please? Francis Marion runs their half-court offense. They throw it right side to Jaquez Smith. He drives. Dishes great pass to Kenneth Jackson for the layup. That was too easy. Layup for Francis Marion gives the Hurricanes, or cuts the Hurricane lead, I should say, to 5. 76-71. Brandon Price, now Cam Dozier in the midcourt. Hurricanes have done a nice job taking care of the basketball. Only 9 turnovers so far. Banks screens for Dozier. Little spin move by Cam. He falls down, now loses the ball. Francis Marion has it, 10th Hurricane turnover. Canes lead by 5 with 1:21 to play. And Gary Edwards, Francis Marion coach, wants to talk about it. Timeout, Francis Marion. 1:20 left. Don't go anywhere. Brandon Price for the final 1:20 seconds. Francis Marion's basketball out of bounds on the side. The Patriots will have 22 seconds to shoot. I'm sure they'll take the first good shot they get. Smith off the dribble. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Brandon Price drew it. Brandon Price, playing hurt, just took an offensive foul, and that was the 5th foul on Jaquez Smith. So the Hurricanes have lost 2 players because of fouls. Francis Marion just lost their first. A minute 13 to play. Jaquez Smith fouls out on the player control foul. Smith finished with 3 points, 3 foul shots in the second half. Watson inbounds it to Brandon Price, knocked out of bounds by Josh Council. A minute 13 on the game clock. Southwestern has the basketball. As you would expect, Francis Marion's going to press all over. We get it to Tevin Wise. They double team Tevin. Now Cam Dozier goes behind the back on the dribble. He does it twice and then throws it away. Speck drives and a foul on Southwestern, and Brandon Price may be hurt again. Great hustle by Brandon getting back, trying to make a play on the defensive end, and I think he's hurt again. He got hurt late in the first half, and he's been trying to play through it the last 8 or 9 minutes. 1 minute to play. 76-71, Georgia Southwestern by 5. Josh Council, I think, will be at the foul line for Francis Marion. Did they call an intentional foul? Ben Hicks can't believe it. They called that an intentional foul. You got to be kidding me. 1 minute to play. Great hustle by Brandon Price, and they called that an intentional foul. That's horrible. Second foul on Brandon Price. Jordan Banks will check in. So Francis Marion will get the free throws and the ball back. The free throws no good. Josh Council missed the first free throw. They call that foul intentional. That's hard to believe. Second free throw is no good. Maybe there is some justice in the world. Now Gary Edwards appears to be upset about something. I don't know why. He just got a huge break, the intentional foul. And they're going to give the basketball back to Francis Marion because of the intentional foul. 1 minute left. They'll put the ball in play. Council. The long three is no good by Browning. And Colt Yawn, who just checked in, gets a big rebound. Atta boy, Colt. Yawn just checked in for the first time in our first conference game of the year with a minute to play. Colt checks in, gets a big rebound. Yawn's a 5'9" redshirt freshman from Atkinson, Georgia. Coach Mike Leader brought him in last year, redshirted him. And he has a chance right now to give us a 6-point lead. Yawn's free throw, good. Atta boy, Colt. And Colt Yawn, the redshirt freshman, can make it a 3-possession game. Southwestern by 6, Colt can make it 7. 56 seconds left. The second free throw's no good. Francis Marion's got the basketball with 48 seconds left. Council's three's no good. Big fight for the rebound. Francis Marion gets it, and we foul a 3-point shooter. Cameron Clayton foul Kenneth Johnson shooting a 3. So all 3 of our new guys have fouled out. How does that happen? Cameron Clayton joins Rakeem Hicks and Darius Magai. All 3 players playing their first game have fouled out. Clayton fouls out with 2 points. He had a couple of free throws in the second half. Kenneth Jackson will shoot 3 foul shots for Francis Marion. It's a 2-possession game. 3 big foul shots coming up for Kenneth Jackson. The first one's no good. They've missed their last 3. That helps. 41 seconds left. Second free throw by Jackson. That one's good. 18 points now for Jackson. He's 7 for 10 from the foul line. He made his first 5. Southwestern by 5. Kenneth Jackson can cut it to 4. Third free throw. That one's no good. Cameron Dozier gets the rebound. Colt Yawn in the backcourt. Dozier now double team. Brandon Price crosses the timeline. BP with 29 seconds. They triple team him. Price gets out of trouble. Gets the ball back now from Tevin Wise. That's a foul, guys. Thank you. They finally call it with 23 seconds left. 77-72. The lead is 5. 2 free throws coming up for Brandon Price. Brandon so far today is 3 for 4. They all came in the first half on the year. Brandon, an 83% free throw shooter. So Brandon with a couple of free throws can make it a 3-possession game. The first one's way short. So the best we can do now is lead by 6. So regardless if he makes it or not, it will be a 2-possession basketball game. 23 seconds left. 77-72. Price's second free throw, that one's good. Price makes 1 of 2, 12 points now for BP. And we're going to let them roll the ball down all the way to midcourt. They pick it up, the clock starts. Browning guarded by Wise. Parker, Browning, the 3 on the way, spins out. The tip, no good. On the rebound, a whistle with 10 seconds left. 10 seconds to play. It's Georgia Southwestern 78, Francis Marion 72. The foul was against the Hurricanes. Warren Speck at the free throw line for Francis Marion. 78-72, Canes by 6. The free throw's good. Let's see if I can jinx Warren Speck. I'm going to try the jinx here now. Warren Speck is 6 of 6 from the foul line. You don't think they would miss intentionally, do you? He missed it. Wise rebounds, and they foul Tevin with 8.6 seconds left. It's 78-73. 8.6 seconds stand between the Hurricanes and a Peach Belt Conference win. We'll have nobody around the foul line except the shooter, Tevin Wise. Everything's a 2-shot foul now. Tevin is only a 33% free throw shooter. He's only shot 6 all year and made 2. And before the free throws, a timeout. 8.6 seconds left. Canes lead by 5. It's Georgia Southwestern 78, Francis Marion 73. 78-73, Hurricanes by 5. We're at the foul line. We're back in 30 seconds. 30-second break on 94 Sports. Tevin Wise looking for his 9th point. It would give the Hurricanes a 6-point lead. Tevin, a 6'2 junior from Gaston, Alabama. The first one's good. 79-73, 8 6/10 of a second left. Tevin Wise takes aim. Tevin's second free throw, it's good. Put the dogs in the truck, the hunt's over. Tevin Wise gives the Hurricanes a 7-point lead. No foul, guys, no fouls. 2 seconds, the shot at the buzzer, good. It's a 3 by Josh Council. Hurricanes will throw the home run ball. It's knocked out of bounds, and the Hurricanes win. Canes' second win in a row. The Hurricanes get a huge Peach Belt Conference win, 80-76 over Francis Marion. What a day. Great day to be a Hurricane. Lady Hurricanes beat Francis Marion 72-63, and the Hurricanes complete the Peach Belt sweep. Final score from Randolph's Court, the Storm Dome, Georgia Southwestern 80, Francis Marion 76. Canes win 80-76. I'll wrap it up after this. You're listening to the Hurricanes on the WDEC Georgia Southwestern Radio Network.